YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the title of the video today, we're doing a Meshuggah track, but it is, as requested in the last video that I did, one of their less popular tracks. Now, don't get me wrong, the majority of Meshuggah tracks are still somewhat popular. I mean, like, it has like almost 1 million views on YouTube. It's not the most popular by any means in terms of views when it comes to what they've got on other videos. Like the one I just did had like 6.5 million views, but this one is, like I said, not as popular. And the idea behind it is that, you know, it's fun to give you guys the mainstream or more popularly known tracks by Meshuggah or any band, and then do something a little bit, you know, left field that not a lot of channels get to, and then go back. So we're going to try to do that. So obviously we did Break Those Bones, whose sinews gave it motion. Is that the name of it? Yeah, Gave It Motion. And now we're doing Future Breed Machine, which again is another, you know, peculiar name, so I looked into it. Future Breed Machine is about the assimilation of the oblivious human race. The heavy polyrhythms and powerful intro make this a great start to the album. Okay, so we're starting a new album as well. I don't know if I've done tracks off of this album already. It's from the Destroy, Erase, Improve album, and I believe it's one of the older tracks. This one was released on YouTube at least in 2011, so it's at least like 10 years old at this point, 9 years old, and maybe even older. I know sometimes the YouTube videos get released a little bit later. But anyway, guys, we have a lyric video as well, because as we always do with Meshuggah, can be a little hard to pick up on the lyrics. Not that it really matters, because the groove and the gent and everything is what we're really here for, let's be honest. But guys, thank you for the support on the Meshuggah videos. You guys have been absolutely smashing it, hence why I'm doing another video right now. So drop a like in this video, let me know you still want to see more Meshuggah. Let me know what popular track we're going to get to next, because obviously that's the way we're going to do it. You guys know the story at this moment. I'm going to create a Meshuggah playlist. I think I already have one, but I will update it and add all the recent reactions into it. So I'll leave that in the link below, and I'll also put it here. I'll put it right here. Yeah, I'll put a link right there so you guys can check it out and keep up to date. But without any further ado, guys, let's go. Make sure you're subbed as well. Thank you for 100k. We're probably there by now. Absolutely unbelievable milestone. Let's go. I'm scared. I know this is gonna be fucking... It sounds so weird. Oh. This is definitely, this sounds to me like an older Meshuggah track. I don't really know the time scale in terms of what I've done so far, because we've kind of jumped from album to album, but this 100% feels like the oldest track to me. It sounds real, like, thrashy. Like, this doesn't sound like anything I've heard from Meshuggah. Obviously, they still kind of have that awkward sound. Like, even the intro had like an alarm sound with a kind of really up, you know, a really fast tempo, like almost thrash style beat. Still obviously has that sound, but it just does sound older. Especially the kind of vocals in it do sound a little bit different to what I've been used to as well. They're a lot, I suppose, slower. This is, you know, obviously keeping with the tempo of the instrumentals is a lot faster as well, so. Moving on.
What is meant to be?
Where's that? Jesus Christ, man. By the way, I do have the lyrics on screen. I just don't know if this video, yeah, this video doesn't have it. It's in the description of this video, so you guys can't see it right now. This is not the Meshuggah that I know. Little guitar solos and shit. Okay, this is it. Thomas Haig. That sounds like one of the riffs in one of their more recent tracks that I've covered. Has that same kind of flow to it. What track was that? You guys know that track I'm talking. That sounds kind of similar to that. You can see like the makings of that riff in the future. If, assuming this is an older track, I'd imagine it is, just by the sound of it. Yeah. That is Meshuggah I'm thinking of. What track is that? Is that Bleed? I think it is Bleed. Yeah, it is. It's the like middle part of Bleed. And then you play this part. Yeah, that definitely does sound like Bleed. I thought I was going mad there for a sec. I was like, is this even a Meshuggah track that I'm thinking of? But let me just double check for my own sanity, okay? So this is from the Destroy, Erase, Improve album, and Bleed was on the... what was Bleed on? Bleed was from Obscene, alright? Let me just see Meshuggah's discography real quick. So in 2016 we got The Violent Sleep of Reason. Then in 2014 the Ophidian Trek, that's a live album. Then we had I in 2014, Coloss in 2012. Alive was 2010. Fucking hell, they've been banging out albums for years. 2008, Chaosphere. 2008, Contradictions, Collapse. Destroy, Erase, Improve was 2008. Alright. Oh, so actually technically, this is one of the more recent tracks that I've actually done. Well, compared to Obsen, because I know obviously we did Bleed. Bleed's actually the only track off of Obsen that we've done, or Obsen. But technically, Bleed came before this track, which is the first track on the Destroy, Erase, Improve album. So, if anything, this Future Breed Machine... Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so Bleed came first. But they both were released in the same year. Well, that one says Reloaded, so I'm confused now because they've got so many fucking albums. Yeah, they've got a lot of albums. Jesus Christ. Let me know if you guys think that those two riffs or patterns in that track sounded quite similar, because maybe I'm just going crazy, but to me, even when I played them back to back there, really sounded similar. But I would have thought that this one was like a lot older than 2008. It just has that, anytime I hear like a thrashy kind of sound, like that tempo, it just reminds me of like Slayer or something, like really, really old school metal. Not the biggest fan of that kind of pace. I'd prefer, if I'm going to hear something from Meshuggah, to be like sludgy, like we've heard from the last track that I did, obviously Break Those Bones, whose sinews gave it motion. I hate saying that name, it's such a tongue twister. But guys, let me know what's next. Obviously this has been our, you know, a trip down the less popular Meshuggah tracks, so you know what time it is. We got to move on to something a little bit more popular. I believe New Millennial Cyanide or something like that is another track that you guys had said you wanted to see, which is one of the more popular ones again. So yeah, New Millennium Cyanide Christ was one. There was a lot of big names on that as well that I'd recalled from seeing other people, you know, do. Born in Dissonance as well. We've done Clockworks. I've seen Monstrosity being recommended quite a lot as well. So guys, it's up to you. You guys will decide the path in which we go with Meshuggah music. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like, because I know you guys will anyway. But just a little reminder, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you as always for watching, guys. I'm signing out. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.